Howdy, howdy. Um, Today was not very productive, but my co-founder Adam brought a lot to the table in terms of workflow enhancements. So today we're going to kind of go over them. Uh, Get started though. Scan that link. Scan it, please, please. Um, vault.hopefullyabysmal.com has literally everything we're doing. It is a copy of the GitHub. If you've been reading up on the GitHub, you can read it on here now. It is a lot easier. It is web hosted Quartz. So that kind of starts out the topic today. What resources do you have as a startup in the modern day? There's quite a lot, especially with AI, a lot of automation. Um, Again, don't click this link, it will break. Um, I need to fix it. I have not fixed it. I don't know. So, Quartz web hosting on an Obsidian Vault is my favorite, but yeah. Next, um, news for today. I'm moving pretty much everything over to the Substack, so follow us there at hopefully abysmal, and it will be cross posted to YouTube, but a lot of extra content, especially my own interactions with other people's content, will also be here on Substack. This is going to be my social media of choice, in addition to the arena as linked below. But that's more personal on my end on the design side of things. So business related activity will be on the Substack. So big one that I purchased the year for and will be trying is Galaxy AI. Um, Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these tools, but I'm going to be using them. And if they want to give me money, I'm not going to say no, especially if I enjoy it, or at least free access to the tool. So Galaxy AI, um, a lot of what in the world? Okay, a lot of miscellaneous AI based tools. What I mainly got it in for was not this one, but the chat arena. This is what sold me. Being able to have a bunch of models respond to the same prompt is quite intriguing. Um, I'm curious to see how that'll implement on my workflow, as I still do have GPT Premium or Plus, not Premium. I'll take Premium if they want to give it to me, but GPT Plus, I'll probably end up just copy pasting all of the generations from it. I'm unsure how many you can do, but I think the more you do, the slower it will get. And it is credit based because I believe it's through just the APIs of all of these. Um, so I digress. Copy paste these into GPT, make it make one final generation for things. Basically a DIY deep research. Um, I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah. Next being Zapier. I've heard good things about this one. More on the automation of actual business tasks. Um, and this one's quite general. So basically, turning your business into an AI agent. Again, not sponsored, but quite intriguing. I'm gonna have to learn about it. But yeah, through Zapier, there is an integration for something called School, which was a surprising thing. We didn't think to search up School with a K. Um, so we will probably be rebranding the school once the competition's done. Um, I've been working under the ARCS portal, SCOOL, the Scalable Community for Open Online Learning, kind of an internal nomer for that. Um, but that's mainly just the framework for things. It's not the product. So ideally, we would have something productized that I'm going to, for now, be calling the ARCS portal, access to the school framework and the semantic web. So next, actually building this framework, it was brought to my attention that I'm using Figma. That one's great. I don't have it up here, but we're going to be working with Figma. I've just got the free one. Honestly, I'm just going to let that load. But supposedly this means you can do like actual chat and chat to a web app, which is quite cool and does like the full stack engineering. Um, I'm definitely going to be taking this and just working on top of it because I don't trust an AI tool. But yeah, get out of here. Honestly, just the very basic Figma kind of synopsis the aesthetic I'm going for. I'm big like minimalist white or black, um, like UI UX. This is not relevant really, but basic functionality is already Figma'd up just by default. Um, I'm lazy and it works. But like potentially having like a dashboard with like learning paths and new topics. This was actually for like a music like user generated content template, but we're going to be tweaking it to go for all the different portals and stuff. Regardless, um, Adam wanted me to bring this up. The 11 Labs, they do like the AI voice cloning, and I think that's cool. But I'm probably gonna fight against this, at least for this channel, because I want this to be more personal. This is my devlogs channel, but for official communications, to make sure the audio is like super crisp and have the editability of everything, might use this. But what this is it's a text to speech and also speech to text. So allowing one to have a conversation with me. Like if I were to put my voice into this, put it onto a chat bot, and then like allow y'all to basically talk with me without me being present. Kind of intriguing, kind of scary. But I don't know. It's the future. Um, Going into my own endeavors, I think the technology behind this could be great for the alter egos, the agentic AIs that I'm positing, the personal knowledge management systems made by the users on the school framework, or in this case, the ARCS portal, to turn into a agentic AI for their own use in sending that out for doing contracts and stuff. A new form of passive income. That's a big motivation for us. So what that could add is kind of a human element to it. I don't know. It could be a little dystopian, like having things that you didn't say be said is kind of scary. Um, but with these generation tools, I bet that there are ways to detect it. So from there, your security should be fine. But just take everything with a grain of salt. There's plenty of ways to do deepfakes nowadays. Um, Going forward, on the actual project management side of things, it was requested that I use Notion. I am familiar with Notion and I enjoyed it for project planning. But going more into the industry, I believe the industry uses Jira more. So I didn't have it up here, but Notion with a Jira project management integration could be great. Another thing with Notion is it allows you to have your own calendar within Notion as well. And it's not necessarily Google focused. So if you're trying to de-Google your life, could be the move. Um, from there, this one is more Google focused. I'm unsure how to integrate it without Google, but it is called Atio. It's a CRM, a customer relationships manager. I was able to just upload my email to it. None of this is really that private, so don't worry about it. But this is all of my emails, like different categories for like different like relationships I have. So potentially using this to manage my customers and like different relationships I have with different people just through Gmail. Sadly, I think this is not de-Googleable, but I'll have to do some more research into it. Okay. This one I got from a TheoCC video, the guy who did upload thing. Hit me up. I enjoy your content. But the Work OS, free until the first 1 million users apparently. But what this is for is allowing enterprise integration. And I plan to build my, it's essentially going to be built like a SaaS like product, building that towards being enterprise integratable, such that like universities like Texas A&M could integrate something like this into their backend, akin to how they've done so with Canvas. So this kind of enables that. That's my use case. I bet there's plenty more. This is all new to me as of today and yesterday, so I'm not really familiar. Another one, this seems quite clickbaity, but it seems to be built on top of the Meta Business Suite, so these two kind of come in hand, but with the planning ability of posting. But this one's not just on Meta products. So websites tweaking out. This does AI content creation and allowing your brand to kind of have like a central voice. It's Blaze AI, again, not sponsored, though I bet that they have plenty of advertising going around. Free promo. I'm not one for advertising unless it's super relevant. So I'm hoping that this is kind of relevant to potentially new tech people. The title for this video is going to be like what modern day tech startups have at their disposal, or just what modern day startups have at their disposal, or something like that. I'll workshop it, but I don't know. In this case, I feel like free advertising is okay. I'm coping. But yeah, so allowing you to plan content on any platform, supposedly. It does a free trial. It requires a credit card, so I have not done so yet. Uh, unless I'm convinced, I probably will not. But it is still a cool resource, and I'm quite interested. They have some free trial stuff, as previously stated. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it for the day. I've got a friend over, so gonna go cook dinner and watch a movie. But check out the Substack, check out the Vault, read, get updated. Peace out. Scan the link.